That is why you saw this week all the banks corrected pullback in price, okay, because of the dividend. So stock market, okay, stock market inside has got many stocks, Singapore and Bursa. Okay, Singapore market has about 700 over stocks, and then Malaysia about 900 over stocks. Okay, a lot in Singapore have been delisted or suspended, okay, because of the penny bubble crash back in 2013. So in stock market, you must understand this. Okay, every stock are listed company. Hey, pardon my grammar or vocab if I'm wrong. Okay, I'm just typing off my mind. Stocks are listed companies. Okay, listed companies. So listed companies, what do? They do business and they make money. Okay, so in the stock market itself, there are broadly two categories of stocks that I want to introduce to you. The first one is called loss-making companies. The second group is called profit-making companies. Now, I want to ask you a very common sense question. If you're an investor today, would you invest your money in a profit-making company or invest your money in a loss-making company? Come on, answer me. If you say profit, type profit. If you think loss-making, you type loss-making. So this is a very common sense question that a lot of beginners must get this right. Stocks are not just names, know that you chase the high or the low. Okay, they are business entities. Okay, I hope you participate with my quiz by answering me at the comments field. Listed business entity, listed businesses. Like that you think more in terms of business. Okay, businesses. Profit. Okay, I hope no one answer me loss. Should be all profit. Very good. Now we are warming up. Stocks are listed businesses. Okay, so in the stock market itself, it covers a lot of different industries. Okay, and in industries, we call them in short sectors. So you can further divide the 700, 800 over stocks into different sectors. So different sectors, I'm going to not highlight all the sectors right here because I myself cannot remember all, but I can tell you those that I'm following so that you know, okay, what I knew. Right. So first of all, if you have followed me long enough, semiconductors. Okay, these are companies that is supplying or doing business in the semiconductor industry. So these semiconductors. You have got plantations. Plantations are your FGV, JTSA, KLK, and over in Singapore is your Wilmar. Semiconductor, what are the stocks? Later I will break down, yeah? Okay. Plantations, then you have got the banks, you have got property developers, and then you have got construction sector. Okay, you can see a lot of stocks coming up in Singapore, REITs. Okay, Malaysia also have REITs, but just that it's not as commonplace as compared to Singapore. You've got REITs, banks, semiconductors. Oh, how can I forget? Gloves. Okay, gloves company. I'm just going to, gloves. Okay, gloves. Chemicals. Wow, now we are talking chemicals. Okay, over in Singapore we have got right. So these are broadly the sectors that are in the stock market, both in Bursa and in Singapore. Okay, let me put it right here so that those of you who just joined will understand what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm doing Bursa. Now I didn't go to New York Stock Exchange and Nasdaq because then the bloody list will be very long. So I want to focus on those sectors that I'm focusing on and give you an overview so that you understand that actually come to investment and trading. Business sector is the first thing you must pay attention to. Okay, I keep things very simple so that it is very easy for you to understand. Yeah, pharmaceutical. Okay, right, so these are broadly the sectors. Now I'm going to break down into the different stocks for you right now. Okay, now when we talk about semiconductors, I'm going to go through all the stocks. So all the stocks that I know, I start from Malaysia first. You have got Franken, you have got Penta, Getronics, FP Group, you have got VIS, you have got Me, okay, and then in Singapore you got High P, you have got UMS, Franken, you have got I'm missing out one very big one. Oh, AEM. Oh Lama, how can I forget AEM? AEM. Okay, so these are your Singapore and Malaysia semiconductor stocks that I'm following, so that you know what are the stocks that you should be looking at when you talk about semiconductors. Of course, you have got venture lah. Wow, how can I forget? Ventures, and you have got Valuetronic and so on. But I don't follow everything. I only follow a few stocks. Okay. Later we will go through, and then you will understand why do we choose certain stocks. Okay, and why do we not trade every stocks. Now the next, plantation. Now we talk about plantation in. I will start with Singapore first this time round. Singapore, you have got Wilmar. Okay, only Wilmar. The rest I don't even look at it. It is a waste of time. Okay, it's a waste of time. And I realize that most of the plantation stock, okay, when we talk about plantation stock, we are actually talking about palm oil. Palm oil. Okay, so in Singapore, a lot of plantation stocks have their forests, plantations in Indonesia. Okay, not Malaysia, Indonesia. So plantation right here in Malaysia, I only follow a few, or rather know a few that I always will Tiasa look out for opportunity. Rasawit, I stopped following it. So these are the plantation stock. Okay. Now when to trade plantation stock, when to trade semiconductor stock, the timing wise, step by step. Now we go into the sectors first. Okay. Now banks, how can you not know your banks, right? All our monies are there. Okay. So banks, you have got CIMB. Okay, fat finger. CIMB, then you have got Maybank, okay, then you have got DBS, UOB, OCBC. Okay, now DBS, UOB, OCBC, tomorrow earnings will be out. MAS forced all of them to cut the dividend, and not only allow, they just encourage them to give only 60% of last year's dividend. That is why you saw this week all the banks corrected pullback in price, okay, because of the dividend. They want the banks to keep cash and stand by for the post COVID relief period. Okay, that means all the government support will end about September, October, especially those loan memorandum. Even in Malaysia, also the same. Okay, so they want the banks to stand by, prepare to step in to help. Okay, so tomorrow is their earnings, so let's see what do they announce. So but from the looks of the property transactions and COE today just closed bidding again. COE rises, COE rises despite high retrenchment rate. Okay, so funny lah, people are still spending money. Okay, so this is the thing about the loan side. Maybe there will be a sweet surprise. I don't know. So tomorrow we will know. So these are the banks. They've got property developers. Okay. Now property developer, I haven't touched them for one whole year. So you have got the city development in Singapore, right? City development. You have got CapitaLand. Now CapitaLand is big. CapitaLand now is getting bigger and bigger. They've got very large footprint in China as well, right? So not only Singapore. So we talk about property developer. Some of them are, overseas developer. Yanlot is China, for example. And then you have got the Malaysia ones, Ecovest. You have got IWCT. Okay, you've got MRCB is construction cum property developer. Even Naim also has got a property segment inside the BK. Naim do, I'm missing out another sector, oil and gas. Okay, so Naim has two businesses. One is in property development in East Malaysia. Now the other side of it is doing oil and gas. Okay, so whenever they announce their earnings, there's these two portfolio to look at, right? So broadly, these are all. There are some more property developers, but I didn't trade them for almost 1 year, so I kind of forget who they are. Okay, there's a reason why we trade certain sector. I'll come to that later. And then you have got the construction. Okay, constructions. Then you will have I start with Malaysia first. Gadang. You have got GDB. You have got Ho Hub. Okay. MRC. Okay, George Ken. Okay. The rest I don't quite remember because again they are not in place, so I haven't traded them recently, so can't remember much. Singapore, not a lot left. You have got Chip Eng Seng who just reported losses. Okay, Chip Eng Seng reported losses, so it's not the time to touch all these brothers, Bro, and you have got Yongnam. Okay, so these are typically your construction company in the two countries. Then you have got REITs. Now REITs, no need to say lah, a lot of them. Okay, but shopping REITs, you have to be careful. Commercial REITs, you have to be careful because after COVID-19, we are still not sure whether the shopping mall will still continue like pre-COVID-19, or rather the office buildings, will they still have tenant? Because as we all know, a lot of us are working from home now, and it sort of works and click. Okay, work get done despite no need to go to the office. So maybe a lot of companies may scale down the office size. Okay, office size. So something to watch out for. But if you want to play REITs for the longer term, you play DC REITs. Okay, you look for logistics REITs. Okay, logistic REITs. Okay, these are the two I personally is eyeing. I personally is eyeing, and also waiting for the right price to masuk to buy, because you don't want to buy too high, otherwise the yield is horrible. It's only 2 or 3%. 2 or 3%, it's not going to help you to generate a significant cash flow from the dividends. Okay, you should go for at least, in my opinion, 5%. Minimum 5-6%. When the market is bad, like in March, you are staring at 6-7-8% kind of dividend yield. But of course, easier said than done. When March happens, everybody caught by surprise. A lot of us will not know whether the companies will survive or not. Okay, so when you are staring at a 7 or 8% yield, you may paralyze, don't know what to do. Okay, so again, just have to be patient and wait for it to happen. Now, what is the likely catalyst for the market to go down again? One person. His name is called Donald Trump. After COVID-19, after his election, okay, not after COVID-19. Now we are about less than 100 days to the elections in US. Okay, the last time he has election, he likes to use China to garner for voters support. Okay, everything China fault. Okay, the not Wuhan, the COVID-19, China fault. The jobs lost in US, China fault. Okay, a lot of businesses, IP rights stolen, China's fault. So he like to use this to his advantage. So I suspect, okay, it's going to be a repeat of 2017, that November period. He will go and say and garner support for himself by declaring more and more trade tension between US and China. Okay, so that may cause big swing in the stock market, and that is where you can pick up REITs with higher yield. That is my personal opinion. Right now, gloves, no need to say lah. Gloves, walao. If you never buy gloves, you are not a trader lah. You're not. Okay, sorry. Let me correct myself. If you never buy glove stock over the last, now it's August, over the last 4 months, you don't love money. Okay, if you never buy glove stocks over the last 4 months, you don't love money. Period. Let us talk about the glove. So you got Top Glove, you have got Hatta, you have got Supermax, you have got Kosan. I'm only mentioning the obvious one. There are second liner like HLT lah, all these. I never talk about them. Okay, because too many to list. If I list all, it's like listing the whole sector here. Okay, and over in Singapore, now these are gloves. Glove stocks is not just exclusively for Bursa Market only. In Singapore market, you have got the Top Glove of Malaysia listed here as well. Okay, share price from $2, now you're looking at $9, and you have got Riverstone. Okay, Riverstone, and you have got UG Healthcare. Okay, UG Healthcare, and Medtex, hospital supplies. It has the glove component as well, but it is not pure glove plate. But heck, the stock price is still going up anyway, and they have this glove component in them. So I'm going to list it right here. And you have got the chemicals. Now, chemicals, I'm not too familiar with them because personally, I didn't trade it. Okay, only a quick one. Then after I'm out of it, but chemicals has been on the rise recently, and they have got mixed earnings. Like Luxchem in Malaysia reported bad earnings and didn't even explain why in the financial report, so I don't want to trade it. You got LC Titan, okay, you have got Samcam, okay, and you have got Hexa, okay, Hexa. So these are all like hand sanitizer. Some of them supply to the hand sanitizer, the chemical in hand sanitizer. So when COVID-19 break out, there is a demand for their product. Okay, now pharmaceuticals. Okay, pharmaceuticals. Both country you have a lot of stock. Like in Malaysia, you have got D Pharma, and then you have got Pharma, right? And then you have got in Singapore IX Bio. And you have got what's that hyphens, yeah, hyphens. Okay, you got biolytics. Okay, now oil and gas, don't waste time. Okay, in Singapore, don't waste time. Okay, the one in Singapore is like dead already. We are in deep shit in oil and gas sector in Singapore. But in Malaysia, okay, Malaysia is an oil producing country for those Singaporeans who doesn't know. Well, we have got the famous Petronas over in Malaysia, right? Okay, and the whole East Malaysia is producing oil. Okay, so oil and gas, I like Usma. Okay, and then you have got the Dayang, and you have got Cheremina. The rest I never follow, so I'm not going to list them here because I do not know much about those companies. And then I have got over at Singapore, usually is Keppel Corp. Okay, but you know what happened to Keppel Corp, right? It reported damn bad earnings that missed the KPI for the MAS takeover. Not takeover, sorry, MAS stake control, not stake control, stake purchase. Okay, so Keppel Corp, Sembcorp, all cannot make it. Right now cannot make it. And of course, don't forget Sam Marina. Okay. The other one is airlines. How can we forget airlines? Airlines, you have got Air Asia in Malaysia, and you have got SIA, you got MAS, okay, in Malaysia. Okay, now what are the sectors that we don't touch right now? Okay, let me introduce you to the different sectors and the reason why you can look at a sector and why you should avoid a sector.
We proudly present an exclusive program. 60 Days of Trading Bursa with ChartNexus. Over 60 days of mentorship, you will be transformed into a competent trader following our trading process. You will receive daily trading plans and learn from the tutorial videos and weekly webinars in our exclusive members page. All traders will be equipped with a mobile app for daily pre-market trading plan broadcast. A members-only page with over 100 plus video tutorials and weekly webinar in our stock screening platform. For traders who are too busy to follow the market movers, we will update you through the halftime report. You will never miss the next buy signal or sell reasons. Together as a community we will track this list of stocks. Receive our pre-market opening bell broadcast where the trading plan is shared and will include the volume trigger value that is necessary before we execute a trade. Gain access to our stocks discussions on follow-ups on the stocks we are tracking where news catalysts are being updated regularly. Let's try SCOMNet. Search for SCOMNet and you can see the trading plan and all the discussions happening under the comment. Learn from the tutorial videos to improve your chart reading and stock picking skills. Pay special attention to Lesson 3 as this is the core principle in our chart reading. Use our stock screener to look for stocks with buyers in control. You will have an arsenal of trading strategies to choose from in multiple stock exchanges for your selection. With our advanced screening technology, your next winner is closer. So give us your next 60 days and let us transform you into a competent trader. Please find the registration link below. Please subscribe our YouTube channel and open the bell to get the notification of our new video. Also like and follow our Facebook page.